In this Star Wars Outlaws video, I'm going to be bringing you along for the ride with my experience of San Diego Comic-Con for Star Wars Outlaws. A huge thank you to Ubisoft for bringing me out to this event. There's going to be a panel, there's going to be a booth, there's going to be all kinds of cool stuff, so we're just going to be taking a look at everything going on relating to Outlaws and Star Wars here for this weekend. This is actually my first time coming to Comic-Con, so I'm looking forward to checking it out. Also, be sure to subscribe so you don't miss any future Star Wars Outlaws news update videos or anything else to do with the game. As you can see, I've got my workstation here ready so I can make just on the go. I've also got my Steam Deck because that is essential for traveling on the plane. It's so good. It is not a travel and event vlog without a hotel room tour, so here's a quick one. This is what it looks like. There's the bathroom, 2 beds, I only need 1, and then this is the amazing view that I can't really see out of. Let's now explore the ComicCon exhibitor hall, which honestly was much better than I expected. We made our first stop at the LEGO Star Wars booth, which showed off a bunch of unreleased sets. So these sets will be coming out this summer. It's the new wave, and it featured the sets from Ahsoka, as well as that Chewbacca with an incredibly comical face. We had the Clone Trooper Battle Pack as well. Which sets from this wave are you going to be getting? Let me know down in the comment section below. The Ahsoka booth was also much better than I thought it would be. We got a bunch of stuff from the show on display, prop lightsabers, the Loth Cat, and more. I have to say, the artwork showed off. The concept art was just really cool and great to see up close in person. I didn't have a photo with the mural because I had one at Star Wars Celebration, but it was good to see that again. I have to say though, the lightsaber designs for this show are fantastic. Some great lightsaber designs for the various characters that we'll be seeing for the first time in this series, and I'm looking forward to seeing it at the end of this month. We also got to see Ahsoka's costume, Chopper, and a couple of other things as well. There was Sabine's Mandalorian helmet on display, and what was quite funny was to see The Force Awakens on show on this massive screen. Didn't have any music though, for some reason, I guess for copyright reasons. I'm not sure if other films were playing throughout the weekend, but when I was there, it was The Force Awakens, so that was cool to see. There's a couple of cool Transformers things. Hasbro also not only brought Transformers stuff, but also Star Wars stuff, including this unreleased Force Unleashed figure, which will be coming out soon. It was great to see that in person, and I know a lot of people have been waiting for a Starkiller figure for so long. There was also a bunch of other retailers having their sort of Star Wars showcase with a bunch of Star Wars merchandise. There was even more that I didn't film, so yeah, there was way more Star Wars stuff, way more cosplayers as well than I expected. There were also some very expensive Star Wars items, stuff that were replicas, and other stuff that will be going to auction. Seriously, the stuff that was up for auction was really cool, but also ridiculously expensive. There were also a bunch of artists that brought their work to the show floor that had tons of stuff on display, and all of it looked fantastic. There was just a great variety of stuff, whether it be toys, games, merchandise in general, stuff like that. We also got to see the Hasbro panel in person. That was really cool to see. As someone who watches all these Hasbro panels live usually from my home, I got to see one in person, so that was pretty cool. There was some Jedi Fallen Order reveals. And then on to the Star Wars Outlaws booth, which looked awesome. One of the best, absolute best booths there was at the show. It wasn't too big, but you had this really cool bike directly taken from the game. You had some footage of the game in the background. You had the Stormtrooper helmet. You had a themed desk and stuff like that. They were giving away posters. They also had a camera, so when you went on the speeder bike, you'd get 15 seconds of footage sent to you via a QR code, so you can download it in high quality. So good work on that. It was by far one of the most interactive, if not the most interactive booths in the whole of Comic-Con. So this is the booth for Star Wars Outlaws. You can jump on a speeder, you get a poster. There's multiple different variants. There's a Stormtrooper, damaged Stormtrooper helmet there. And then we had the panel as well, which went pretty well. It was completely full. The room, just every single seat was taken, just full of people wanting to know more about Star Wars Outlaws. I did not expect San Diego to be this busy. I didn't realise how big ComicCon was, to be honest. I went and visited a pop-up restaurant that was themed as Cluck and Bell from GTA. Then I went to the zoo and we got to see all kinds of animals, from elephants to gorillas to cheetahs. Literally so cool to see those in person. And we also got a couple of great... The whole weekend was just a great trip from Ubisoft, so I want to thank them very much for this experience. And I'm glad I was able to bring this to you guys. So that's my experience of San Diego Comic-Con. I hope you enjoyed this short vlog. Thank you so much to Ubisoft for this incredible trip. There was some awesome Outlaws stuff to be done at Comic-Con, and I'm so glad I got that awesome interview to share some exclusive info for you. We got questions we've been wanting answered as well. I'm going to head on out to the airport and get a flight home and start working on even more Outlaws videos, so stay subscribed to the channel. Comment below any of your thoughts on this trip down below in the comment section. Drop a like to help support the channel, and if you did miss any of my previous videos, click on the playlist on screen right now, and I shall see you in my next Star Wars Outlaws video. Goodbye.